Okay, friends, in our previous class, we seen some basic of AC. Now, in this class, now this is our lecture number 12, right? And in this class, we will see how to calculate the these following factors, that is root RMS value, and average value, peak to peak factor, trace factor. There are some important factor which is related, or you can frequently see in your AC circuit analysis. So now, first of all, we cover this point, then we will solve that questions. Okay. So see here, first is RMS value. It is a effective value, which is mainly in AC circuit. We mainly dealing with this. Okay, see the what is that? It is that the steady state equivalent value of time varying waveform, which could develop the same amount of heat as given the original waveform for the different period of time in a circuit. Means if there are any circuit is given to you, and in that AC source is available. So and the respective waveform of that AC source is given to you in your question. So how to use that waveform? First of all, you have to calculate RMS value from that waveform is given to you, and use that value for the solving the any problem. So it is the another name of this RMS value is effective value or true value of time varying waveform. Now this is a formula VRMS, for example voltage waveform. This is a VRMS is equal to square root of 1 by t, 0 to t. This is the time period of a waveform, and this is a volt signal, V square by V square dt. You have to square that signal and take the square root of whole. Okay, by which you can easily find out the voltage, RMS voltage of that particular voltage waveform. Now second value is average value. The name suggests is average. You have to take the average of the waveform. You can also say that this is a mean value. Now now these all, well, for DC waveform these all are equal, but for AC waveform these are this they are not equal. So see here, uh, it is the steady state equivalent value of time varying waveform, which could transfer the same amount of charge as the given original waveform for a definite period of time in a circuit. So when I see the average value, it is, you can also say that for symmetrical waveform, the average is equal to 0, because the area of this, see this is a symmetrical waveform. If the area of that this side and this side are equal, then you can say this is a symmetrical, right? And once this is symmetrical, area are equal, so what is the average of these two is 0, because both the area is equal and opposite. This is positive, this is negative, so net is 0. But when this is not equal, that means the waveform is not symmetrical. So in that case, you can use this formula 1 by t. This is a total time period, and this 0 to t v of t dt. So this is a method by which you can calculate the average value. So for a symmetrical value, V average equal to 0 for full cycle. But when you calculate for half cycle, so how to calculate it? You have to reduce the time period accordingly, right? You are considering half cycle, right? So here time period also divided by 2. Now the limit is changed 0 to t by 2 and V of t dt. So by this way, you can easily find out the average value. Now this peak or crest factor. This peak or crest factor you can easily find by taking the ratio of VRMS or IRMS. You can say that this is a voltage, but it can be any other signal also. It may be a current or any signal which is given to you. But the important thing is that you take the ratio of maximum value to the RMS value, right? Now The similarly, this is a form or shape factor. This is nothing but the ratio of RMS value divided by average value. Now peak to peak factor. Peak to peak factor is easily find out the maximum value minus minimum value for a particular. For see, there are some example. What is the peak to peak factor for this value? Peak value Vmax means A is a Vmax and minimum value of voltage is 0. So what is the peak to peak value? Vmax minus V minimum. V minus 0 is V. So what is the magnitude of this V is A. So that's why peak to peak value is A. Okay. Similarly, this Vmax and Vmin, Vm minus of minus m Vm is twice of Vm, right? Both are minus minus plus हो जाएगा, तो यहाँ पे V peak to peak is twice of Vm. I hope this peak to peak this is clear to you. Now see, this is a DC waveform. For DC waveform, the signal is looks like that. Okay, once you give the input to the circuit, the direction of that signal is not change because it is a DC, so it is unidirectional signal. So accordingly, now this is a pure DC, so there are no harmonics. So that's why all value are equal for this waveform. Now, see, when we talk about the AC, so this is a standard AC signal, okay, sine signal. So start from zero and end from this uh, 2 pi, right? 2 pi, or you can say that 360 degree. So this is a 180 degree, right? So uh, see, when you find the VRMS means RMS value of voltage, so you have to take the you have to use that formula, which is equal to under root of 1 by t 0 to t v of t dt. Now how to define this relation? So for calculating this you need to use Fourier series. Okay, Fourier series से आपके ये सब वैल्यू निकलेंगे. I am directly taken this answer to this particular waveform because this is the most frequent waveform we use in electrical circuit. So the solution, or you can say the derivation of that, you can find in signal and system. I hope signal and system, this is one of the subject. It may be on this semester or next semester. So in that you have to study how to derive this expression. So for this class you have to read this. Okay, so for VRMS is Vm by root 2. So Vm is a maximum value, and this is factor. By this factor we you will get this VRMS. Okay, so this is I hope please learn this all the quantity which is very frequent. This yeah, this three factor you can easily derive, but this two factor you need to learn for this network subject. Now this VRMS is Vm by root 2 for this waveform. Now see, this is there is only positive waveform you got. It means there in this circuit, if the signal is AC, so there are some diode circuit is in your circuit. So that's why diode chop the this negative waveform. So according to particular circuit, what you get VRMS is Vm by root 2, V average is 2 Vm by pi, and this is a form factor. So do not confuse. This is a peak factor, right? Peak or crest factor. Peak factor. It is not a power factor. This is a peak factor here. So this is some standard signal, and the respective RMS and average value is given here. So please note that for this waveform, VRMS is Vm by 2 and V average is Vm by pi. Now see, for this VRMS is K. K is the magnitude of this signal, and V average is this is a AC signal or symmetrical signal, right? So for full cycle, V average is equal to 0. For half cycle, This is k. Now see, this factor form f rms is equal to a. A is a magnitude, right? A is a magnitude which is multiplied by under root of x by this y. This is similar to duty cycle. If you study in power electronics subject in your future, T on by T off means this is like to duty cycle. Okay, duty cycle. What is that? T on by T off. T on by total T. T on plus T off. Okay, so this factor. What factor? This factor. सो टी ऑन क्या है यहाँ पे? मतलब जब भी आपका सिग्नल आपको मिलेगा, सो टी ऑन इज दिस एक्स फैक्टर एंड टोटल टाइम पीरियड इज वाई फैक्टर. ओके, सो दिस इज लाइक टू दिस टी ऑन बाय टी ऑफ. So you need to calculate this factor. Okay, take the ratio of these two. So this is your homework. Try to solve it and write this answer for this particular signal, and rest of signal I already written here. So I hope this is clear. You have to note this all points and this particular constant factor of this RMS value and average value. So while solving the problem, use that directly. No need to derive the expression for that. For this my subject. Okay. Now see, this RMS value is a by root 3 for this particular signal. This is a triangular signal. Now this is for complete for this is a time period for one complete cycle, positive and negative. So Vrms is equal to a by root 3. V average is equal to 0 by V average is equal to 0. V average for half cycle is a by 2. A is the magnitude of that signal. Now this is a last signal. So you can also found this Vrms is equal to k by root 3 and V average is equal to k by 2. Now this is a some standard signal. So I hope this is you noted this directly for what is the average and RMS value for this 9 waveform. Now there are some question in that there are signal is given. Okay, so there are different kind of question I am frame here. So in that how to proceed to solve that question, see the steps. V of t, V of t is given to you, and in that the expression is looks like V naught plus V1 sin omega t plus V2 sin 2 omega t plus V3 sin 3 omega t. See here different frequency terms is given, right? This is omega t, this is 2 omega t, and this is 3 omega t. So there are different kind of frequency are using for this voltage waveform. So when you find the average value is taken directly this V naught. Okay, and when you find this RMS value, you have to take square root of this, square of this all. मीन्स यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है, ये इंडिविजुअल टर्म का दिस आरएमएस वैल्यू निकाल रहा है. यू हैव टू सम ऑफ ऑल. सी दिस साइन वेव फॉर्म का हमने देखा था ऊपर में, साइन वेव फॉर्म का आरएमएस वैल्यू क्या है, मैक्सिमम डिवाइड बाय रूट टू, राइट? सो मैक्सिमम डिवाइड बाय रूट टू and sum of this. Similarly you have to sum all this and put it in this expression, sum of them, and take the square root of them, so by which you are able to find this vrms. But when you take the v average value, so this is a different kind of frequency, but this is a symmetrical signal. So this waveform, uh, this average of this is equal to 0, but there are constant factor, that is dc factor is given, so that directly appear for this v average. Now similarly, see the current equations. If the equation is given to you just like that, I naught plus I1 cos of omega t minus of phi. So here, see the frequency means this is a changing the frequency, right? It is not a constant frequency. In this omega t, right? Here the 3 omega t, here the 5 omega t. So if you observe, this is the odd harmonics frequency. See, this is first, this is third, and this is the fifth. So, but the main motto, how to find the average value and RMS value of this signal, current signal. So average value is always the DC value for this, because these all are the symmetrical signal. So the rest of the component of this sine or cos term will be cancelled out for taking the average value. But when we take the RMS value, you have to use the concept of above, which is equal to uh, I naught square plus I1 by root 2 square and sum of all, and take the square root of them. So by which you can easily find the RMS value of that. Now similarly this another signal in which there are same frequency, right? Same frequency use n omega t. So this is the only one signal is given to you, and in which they are using the same frequency. So this is same frequency, so it can be added. Okay, ये possible है एक में couple करना. So you have to add these two first by using equations. So when you solving this, so you will get these two terms, and you need to take the phasor sum of these two. And once you get the phasor sum, you are able to find what is the phase difference, or what is the phase angle between them. So here the phase angle is Vx, right? And this is V naught. So V naught plus Vx at an angle of this. So replace this form into the your standard form, that is sine, in sine form. When you replace this, you will find your signal just like V naught plus Vx sine n omega t plus phi x, right? And then you need to take this average RMS value of this signal. So this is the same waveform, same frequency. So first of all you have to add this two phasor sum of them, and then whatever you get, then use the this RMS value concept. Don't use directly here RMS value concepts, bro. It will be wrong if you use directly here. First of all you need to add the phasor sum, because the frequency are same. Now there are some cases also. See the case first. Sinusoidal signal to a linear load is given to you. Sinusoidal signal to a linear load. These types of signal is generally we are also in electrical circuit analysis when we do this. So in that the one voltage waveform is given to you, and current waveform also, and the frequency is same, means they are work on the same frequency, but there are maybe a phase difference, right? This is a phase difference. Now when you this is a two signal is given to you. Now how to find out the power? Power is nothing but the voltage into current, right? Product of these two. But when you find this power, you need to take the RMS value of that, right? This is the RMS value of that, because in our last class we see the power, which is nothing but the power average is equal to VRMS, right? VRMS into IRMS for DC circuit. So here is a AC circuit, that's why power factor is considered here cos phi. So now see, power is equal to Vrms is V1 by root 2, and IRMS this I1 by root 2, and what is the phase difference between two them is cos of theta 1 minus phi 1. So the see, this is already get when you use the RMS value of that these two. So this is already you will get. Now when you solve it, you will get this, and take the cos value of here, which is you can directly use this theta 1 minus this theta this phi 1, because here V is a voltage is our reference point, right? Now when you see that this is a reactive power, this is nothing but the active power, right? Active power when you solve, and this is reactive power. Reactive power In reactive power you need to take sine, right? Sine theta 1 minus phi. This theta 1 is a phase angle of the voltage. Voltage का phase angle होता है वो, right? And phi 1 is a current. So this is a difference between voltage and current. Now the power factor, how to calculate the power factor? We already seen in our last lecture. It is a ratio of this active power divided by apparent power, or you can say the cosine angle between voltage and current. So what is the angle between them is theta 1 minus phi. Now see second case. In second case, non non sinusoidal supply given to the linear load. So such type of load is found in the signal and system. So in that, see, different kind of frequency are used because this is a non-sinusoidal waveform. So different kind of frequency are uses, right? So signal looks non-sinusoidal, and it is given to the linear load. And if the voltage is non-sinusoidal, so current, respective current also non-sinusoidal for this waveform. When you take the product of these two, you will get the power. The similar way, now observe individual point, right? Individual point. So here DC term, for DC term V naught I naught, for this term, this V1 by root 2 I1 by root 2, because we already seen the power is equal to V RMS into I RMS. तो इसका RMS निकालना है, वोल्टेज का और करंट का दोनों का प्रोडक्ट कर देना है, बिकॉज द सेम फ्रीक्वेंसी सी। जब भी आप ऐसा प्रोडक्ट करोगे तो आपके मन में एक क्वेश्चन होगा कि आप इसका टर्म इससे मल्टीप्लाई क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, बिकॉज सी एवरी सिग्नल इज मैच विद देयर ओन सिमिलर सिग्नल। मीन्स आप ऐसा कह सकते हो जिसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच करेंगी वो ही आपस में मल्टीप्लाई होंगे। सो दैट्स वाई this frequency is matched with this frequency, that's why we multiply only these two. Similarly, this is a DC signal, so DC signal is multiplied with only DC signal. And similarly this frequency is omega 2, so this is matched with this frequency. That's why while taking the RMS value or while taking the power, you have to multiply these two frequency, these two same frequency, multiply by these two factor. Okay, so that's why we are taking multiplying only same frequency terms. So when you multiply it, you will find this value and take the difference angle between them is a voltage angle minus current angle, right? So similar way you can also find this reactive power and apparent power. Now see TRMS means total waveform RMS, and IRMS is total current waveform RMS. When you multiply by these two terms, you will find the this apparent power. Now the power factor is P by S. And third case is sinusoidal supply to the non-linear load. Now in this such types of waveform we are generally found in the electronic circuit, or you can say analog circuit. So in that we have this voltage waveform with only one frequency, but we get the current in different kind of frequencies, right? Or you can say there is a harmonics are present. So depending on that, you will get a different waveform for this current. Now when you find the power is active power. So what is a frequency match component is only this omega 1. So multiply by these two, this factor only. So that's why here v1 by root 2 I1 by root 2 cos of this difference of between these two angles. Now when you find the reactive power, the same you will get. But when you calculate this apparent power, you need to multiply with total RMS quantity into total current quantity. In that case you have to multiply this all, so you will get the RMS, total whole RMS value of that power. Now the power factor is same. This is nothing but by placing the value you will found this equation. and the power factor is equal to this I1 RMS divided by IT RMS. Now this I1 RMS is nothing but the fundamental current, right? This is a fundamental quantity, fundamental current, and this is the total current. This is a total current. So by taking this ratio of these two, and when you multiply this with this fundamental power factor, you will get the total power factor. Okay. Now this is also called as a distortion factor. Now this is also called as a distortion factor. This ratio also called as a distortion factor. Now I hope you solve that problem which I given to you. Most of the students not able to solve because I am not teaching this problem till now. Uh, but still, those are solved. That problem. Please give the answer. What you get? Anyone solve this problem? Now we are going to solve these questions.
Sir, 33.33 watts.
Uh, yes, right. What is the value of VRMS?
8.16.
Yes, that's right. Now see how to proceed. Here, see this waveform is given to you. You need to find the power loss in 2 ohm resistance, right? So for finding the power loss, you need to find out the current, or you need to find out the this voltage, right? But voltage is given to you, and this is in waveform, right, in the form of this particular waveform. So why, and so this is not a symmetrical waveform or not a pure DC waveform. So here you need to find the RMS value, right? So you need to find VRMS here. Now how to find out the VRMS value? We already seen that the VRMS is nothing but the 1 by T, 0 to T function of here V. So take it as V of T whole square dt, right? And take the square root of them. So by using this, you can easily find the VRMS value. No, so first of all, observe this waveform. So there are time period is 4 second, right? Because after 4 second, the signal is repeat itself. So here t is 4 second. T is 4 second, right? 4 second, because after 4 second signal is repeat. So we use the 4 second, and how to break the limit? You can also break this limit into two form, that is first 0 to 2 and 2 to 4, because signal is differ from this particular time span. So for 0 to 2, what is the value of, or what is the value of this slope? स्लोप क्या है इसका? स्लोप इज इक्वल टू this y2 by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 by minus x1, which is equal to phi t. Okay, you can easily find this by taking the slope for this. And what is the slope for this? This is a constant value. So what is the slope is 10. Now put this value to your this expression and solve it. When you putting this value, you will found just like that. This is a 1 by 4, which is the total time spread, and break the limit, that is 0 to 2. And what is the value of this slope is phi t, right? So phi t, take the square of that, dt plus 4 to, sorry, 0 to 4, right? 0 to 4. And what is a slope of that? That is a constant, which is given here 10. So take 10 square, multiply by dt, right? When you solve it, uh, first of all you have to take the square of that, which is 25. I directly written here. Now I hope you are easily solve this problem or its expression. Take the square of that is Okay, and this is 100. And when you take the, or when you solve this, you will find the RMS value, which is equal to 8.16. Okay, and what is the power loss? Power loss of resistance is equal to Vrms, square of Vrms by R. R is given to you, and Vrms you find from that. So when you put the value, you will get 33.33 watt. Now the second question, you need to found this parameter Vrms, V average, and this is a peak factor, not a power factor. This is a peak factor. Okay, peak factor, and this is a form factor, and this peak to peak. Uh, yes, anyone solve this problem? Now see the observe that signal. From that you can easily say that this peak to peak value is mod of this maximum value, maximum value. Okay. Maximum value minus of minimum value. What is the minimum value of that signal is minus 4, right? When take the mod, this minus minus getting plus, and what is a 14 volt. So this is easy. I hope you are able to understand this. Okay, now let's find the vrms and v average. V average is also find the area under that curve divided by total time period. Okay, you can also say that V average is equal to area divided by time period. You can also say that this. Now break the limit and identify what is the time period of that signal. See, this signal is start from this 0 and end from this 6, and still the same signal is repeat from 8. So you can say that this is your the time period, right? Because the same time, after same time span, the signal is repeat itself. See, 8 and then is 16, so gap is 8. So yes, so I can say that this is a time period of this signal. Now use that formula for first of all write the uh, equation for this slope, or you can say write the slope of the particular time span. First of all, let 0 t to 4, this is in microsecond. Okay, so for this, what is the slope of that signal is 0 से 4 के लिए कितना सिग्नल है, कांस्टेंट है, राइट? सो आई कैन से v of t is equal to 10 volt. Now 4 to 6, what is the value of this 4 to 6? 4 to 6 के लिए कितना है? See, this all value are in microsecond. Okay, 4 to 6 के लिए कितना है इसमें? Similarly, find out 4 to 6. So minus of y minus y1, x minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so putting the value for this expression, so you will easily find the what equation for this line. When you put the value and solve it, you will get minus 2t plus 8, minus 2t plus 8, which is equal to v of t. Now further, 6 to 8, 6 to 8, what is the expression? 0, right? Because this is a constant, and is a constant and the value is 0. So v of t is equal to 0. Now you solve this expression, right? You write this expression. Now you have to put this value to the main formula. To what is that? What is that? See here, what is the formula? V Vrms equal to, and V average equal to. First of all, in Vrms, we need to take the square root. What is the total time period? That is 1 by t, which is 1 by 8. Integration, we break the limit. First is 0 to 4. What is the expression? 0 to 4 is 10 volt, right? So take the square of that 10 into dt plus, second is 4 to 6. What is the value of 4 to 6? What is the expression? Is minus 2t plus 8 square dt plus integration of 6 to 8, which is nothing but the 0. So 0 square dt, no need to write it. Okay, for this we skip this term. Now when you put this value in V average, you will get this 0 to 4 10 dt plus 4 to 6 minus 2d plus 8 dt. Okay, now you need to solve this problem. When you solve this, you will find the value of this Vrms. I directly write here. Please try to solve this problem or try to solve this expression. When you solve it, you will get 7.16 as a Vrms, and V average is equal to 4.5 volt. Now see, by finding this two value, you can easily find out the this peak factor. Peak factor equal to peak factor equal to Vmax by Vrms, right? When you take the ratio of these two, you will get 1.39, and form factor is equal to 1.59. Now, and we peak to peak factor we already calculated here. Now the third question is, you need to find out the power absorbed by the battery. Now see, battery, this 1 ohm, what indicate battery has an internal resistance. So this branch is looks like that. This is the internal resistance of battery. Okay, so this is looks like that, and 1 ohm. Now you need to find out the power absorbed by that this branch. When you calculate the power absorbed, or you can say power dissipated for this branch, now see, this is a battery which is positive negative. So the direction of current is downward direction, right? So it means it absorb the power. So when you calculate the power across the battery, power absorbed across the battery, so here you need to take I naught in average value. Okay, average value, average value. And when you find when you calculate the power loss for this resistance, you need to take I naught as a RMS value, as a RMS value. Okay, because the battery is not allow the sinusoidal waveform because it's a unidirectional. So the effect of battery is reduces only the one sided, right? So that's why you have to take the average value of current. If there any distortion is given, so that will be consider here. सी अगर ये साइनोसाइडल वेवफॉर्म होती सो एवरेज वैल्यू जीरो हो जाती, बट दिस अगर ये बैटरी एब्जॉर्ब कर रही है पावर, सो हेयर ऐसा 90% चांस रहेगा कि आपका जो करंट है, करंट का वेवफॉर्म होगा वो साइनोसाइडल वेवफॉर्म नहीं होगा. ओके, मीन्स यू कैन से दैट द वेवफॉर्म इज नॉट सिमेट्रिकल. So that's why uh, at that case we need to take the average value. But when we consider the this resistance, if the sinusoidal is signal is given to you, so the current is start flowing from both the direction, right? So in that case you need to take the RMS value of current. That is a, हमने पहले ही पढ़ा था this इसकी RMS की definition, that is a effective value of current, okay, for the AC waveform. So so now you need to calculate RMS and average value of that current. I hope this is clear to you. For finding the power absorbed, you need to find out these two terms, and the waveform is given to you. The only thing is that you need to calculate average value and RMS value of that current. Now, similar way, you need to write the expression equation of that expression. What is the equation for this? Okay. Yes, write the expression for this. When you write the expression for 0 to 3 second, first of all, what is the time period? See, after 5 second, this waveform is repeat itself. So I can say that what is the time period is t second, and t millisecond, right? Time is given in millisecond, so t millisecond is your time period of that signal. After this 5 second, the signal is repeat. So break the limit accordingly. First is 0 to 3 and second is 3 to 5. So in 0 to 3, if you see the expression by using the same y minus y2, the same expression, you will find this is equal to t plus 2. Okay, this equation of this line is t plus 2, and equation of this is constant, right? Which is 2 ampere, which is 2 ampere. Okay, so put that value in the given equation, which is IRMS. When I place that value, if anyone solve this problem, please give the answer. What you will found that the answer. See, t plus 2 square dt plus 0 to 5. नेक्स्ट सैटरडे को आपका मैं एक टेस्ट लूँगा. ओके, यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर दिस होल 1 unit, and this Saturday I will give the assignment. You need to submit them. And VRMS, V average, what is the value of V average? When you put the value, this 3 to 5 2 dt. So this is a 5, right? Solve it and tell me the what answer you get. When you solve this problem, you,
IRMS,
yes,
RMS equal to 3.39 ampere.
3.39. And what is a I average?
So I have to calculate it.
Okay. Now see, this signal is given to you. So in that, uh, already waveform is given to you, right? So here, whatever the expression you will get, so you, if you split that equations, अगर मैं इसको स्प्लिट करता हूँ स्क्वायर के फॉर्म में, जैसे टी प्लस टू का स्क्वायर है, सो टी स्क्वायर प्लस टू टी इंटू टू मीन्स 4t+4, इस फॉर्म में अगर स्प्लिट करूंगा तो इसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स चेंज हो जाएंगी. सो यू आर नॉट, यानी आपको स्प्लिट नहीं करना है, राइट? यू डायरेक्टली टेक द इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दैट. एंड हाउ टू टेक इट, दैट इज जैसे कि फंक्शन इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ फंक्शन ऑफ एन डी टी इज इक्वल टू फंक्शन ऑफ n+1 डिवाइड बाय n+1, right? In such a way that you need to derive it, integrate it. Okay, so that is not affect the property of your current. If you split it, so the whole expression is changed. So you need to take care of that. So accordingly, the answer which I have, which is 3.06 ampere. So you क्रॉस चेक इट, आप इसे एक बार क्रॉस चेक करना, मेरे पास जो आंसर लिखा है वो 3.06 है. द थिंग इज दैट यू डू नॉट स्प्लिट दैट एक्सप्रेशन, राइट. इफ अगर ऐसा कोई आपको एग्जांपल या क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है जिसमें आपका करंट आपको गिवन है एंड यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट the expression and power loss, and the waveform also is given to you. So in that case you do not split that the characteristics of that. अगर आप इसको स्प्लिट कर दोगे तो उसका जो नेट इफेक्ट है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, वो चेंज हो जाएगा इस वेव फॉर्म का. सो डायरेक्टली टेक द इंटीग्रेशन. So I have answered this 3.06, but you still you can cross check that answer. Maybe हो सकता है कुछ calculation mistake हो, but more or less both are similar. Now what is a V average? It is easy. I hope you
1.81.
know. 1.81 is not answer, correct answer. Anyone other? See, I have this answer equal to 2.9 ampere. Solid. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is 2.9.
Okay. Once you got this answer, put that value in this expression. What is the power loss here? Once you get this answer, so what is the power loss? Power loss, or you can say power absorb. What is the power absorb? For this resistance, what is the power I square R, right? I square R. For this battery, what is the power loss? VI. VI, or you can say IV. So, but the difference is that here I is a average, right? Average value, and this is a RMS value. RMS value. Now put that value in your power expression and tell me that what you will get. Match your answer. The power absorbed is 44 watt. Okay. Now the second question. See this question here. The frequency term is given to you. Now in our last lecture, I already told you can replace this inductance and capacitance in रिएक्टेंस फॉर्म, राइट. सो इंडक्टेंस को आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? एक्सेल एक्सेल के फॉर्म में लिख सकते हो आप, राइट. व्हेन यू राइट दिस एक्सेल फॉर्म, दैट इज ओमेगा एल, एंड दिस कैपेसिटर इज ऑल्सो राइट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्सी फॉर्म विच इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन ओमेगा सी, राइट. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. आप ऐसा लिख सकते हो. सो व्हेन यू पुट दिस वैल्यू, बिकॉज frequency is given to you, right, 4 radian per second. When you put and solve it, you will get that 4 into 1, which is 4 ohm, and this xc is equal to 2 ohm. Okay, because 1 upon omega c, what is the value of c? 1 by 8, but omega is 4, so 4 into 1 by 8 equal to 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is goes of ऊपर आ जाएगा, राइट. 1 by 2 ऊपर आएगा, क्योंकि 4 into 1 by 8 is 1 by 2, so that is 2 ohm. So for xc we denote xc in terms of minus jxc, and this xl denote in terms of jxl, right. So by placing these terms here, you need to calculate power factor, total power factor. This is a power factor here, power factor. So when you calculate this, how to calculate this? Power factor is nothing but the cos of R by Z. So here, see here, voltage term is not given to you. Only impedance is given to you. uh, and we already seen our previous class by how to calculate a power factor from the impedance. When you solve it, take the parallel combination of these two branch and add 2 ohm resistance for this. So calculate it and find the value of this z ohm. Find the value of z. This is your homework, right? I directly written what you get. Power factor is nothing but the 0.759, and this is a leading power factor. And in what case we get the leading power factor? In what case we get the leading power factor? The whole circuit is behaved like a capacitive circuit, right? This is a hint. So this circuit is behaved like a capacitive circuit. It means capacitor is dominant factor for this branch. So solve it, try to solve it and find the value of impedance. Now this question is, see this question, you need to find out the v naught. This is very simple question. I hope you solve this problem. Now see how to identify the omega value. Omega value is always with this time factor, right? So sine 2t. So 2 is a omega value, because in standard waveform we already seen for any signal, for voltage signal is vm, v is equal to vm sine omega t, right? So vm, this is a maximum value, vm sine omega t. So this is a omega value and this is a v max. One more thing, when any signal is given to you in this form, so it is depend on you. You can also take the maximum value or you can directly take the rms value. For taking rms value, you need to simply divide by root 2, right? V rms is equal to vm by root 2, right here. So when you use this, you can also use this vrms and proceed to solve the question, or you can also use this and proceed it. But when you want to find the power, you need to take this rms value, right? So try to solve it and let me know what you will get. I will directly write here. I will write here, when you use the maximum value, right, directly 20 ohm. So at that case, v naught is equal to 40 at an angle of 90 divided by 3 plus j2. This much amount you will get when you जब आप इसमें मैक्सिमम वैल्यू यूज करोगे, ओके? व्हेन यू यूज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, वी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू, ओके? मैक्सिमम वैल्यू for this voltage v naught, for this v naught, for getting rms value you need to divide by root 2, okay? So final rms value you will get here 7.84 divided by at an angle of 56.3 degree. So this is your homework, try to solve it because time is almost over. And after this class, from next class, I start the theorems, and in that we cover all the theorems in one lecture. And then I will give you assignment, and so you need to submit them that assignment. And probably in next Saturday I will arrange one test for this unit number 1, okay? For this unit, so you need to practice all the questions which type I cover in my lecture. Now see, this is a simple theorem, means source transformation theorem. How to calculate or how to convert that theorem? First of all, you need to find the impedance parameter, right? See, omega term is given to you, so place the omega value this and represent. This is in excel form and this is xc form, right? So this is jxl and this is minus jxc. You need to represent first this, and after representing these terms, you need to convert the this current source into the voltage source, okay? You need to convert the this current source into the voltage source in such a form. So here you need to find the impedance and this voltage. So I write here directly answer and try to solve it. So here this voltage you will get 5.656 cos of 2t plus 45. So that much amount of voltage you will get as a volt. Okay, and value of z, you will get this value of z equal to 2 plus 2j, 2 plus 2j. So value of z you will find this 2 plus 2j. So that's it for today. See, because time is not permit me, so I directly write the answer here or try to solve it. If you facing any problem, please inform me. I will take that problem in some other class. So नेक्स्ट सैटरडे आपका टेस्ट रहेगा. कन्वे दैट मैसेज फॉर होल क्लास. सो उस टेस्ट के मार्क्स रहेंगे आपके, ठीक है, जो कि आपके इंटरनल में डिपेंड, इंटरनल उसका कुछ फैक्टर रहेगा. सम पॉइंट्स आर गिवन टू द इंटरनल. ओके, so that's it for today, and practice more question. If you have any problem, so please inform me. Yes, you can leave now. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, sir.